Yo, what's up, everybody? Good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you watch me from. DB right here. Hope you guys are doing good, doing fine, doing great. I can see you guys are fine. So good to see you. How has your day been, everyone? Hope you are enjoying yourself like I'm doing right here. Like I do, yes. I'm enjoying myself, as you can see. I'm looking good. So what's up, everybody? Like I said, today is a special day. I want us to look at ourselves, check what we have been doing, and ask yourself, why are you not progress? Why have you not get to that place you set your target? Last year, this year, we are going to another year, 2023. We need to start asking the question why we are where we are. One thing I noticed, I forgot to do the intro. Let me give you a small intro. So you know that I'm the one in front of you.
Doll site on the doll site on the doll site on the doll site on the.
So that's enough. So basically, today's topic is about what make us as what belittle us. Let me just put it that way. We think we are trying our best, and we are not where we want to be. It's important for us to assess ourselves and realize that we are making progress. And you have to measure your progress. Measure it properly. Don't deceive yourself. Sorry about that noise. It's my baby making noise. Sorry about that. So now, what we need to do a proper measure of the problem we are having, and we find a way to minimize the problem, because I believe that as long as our brain is functioning well, we will be able to track wherever the problem is and correct it. I know it's possible, but it's not easy to do. But we have to do it for the sake of the progress. If we really want progress, we have to do it. Now, what I think everybody are familiar with is this. Everyone around you, are they as intelligent as you are? You have to weigh it. Those are the ways to know why you have not been making progress the way you want to. Look around you. If all the people you associated yourself with are as knowledgeable as you are, I believe you won't have much problem. If majority of your associates are more intelligent than you do, I think you stand a chance to elevate. If majority of your associates are 30 below than you, or 70 below you, or 60, yes, if they are 30, yes, if they are 30 and you are 70, a knowledge, meaning you cannot build them because there are so many. You have to see how you can substitute those people. Not in totality. Why I say so because every one of them, they have where they are useful. But for you to be able to achieve what you want to achieve, you need to spend more of your time with people that are more knowledgeable than you do. You don't spend more of your time with those people that are below average. Because these days I notice that if you have a bright or brilliant or good ideas and people around you, they are available for you to share your ideas with. It is not they hate you. It is not they don't wish you well, but they lack knowledge. Knowledge that we lack is the cause of where we find ourselves. I'm talking about Nigerians in total, because when we are talking about poverty, I heard the news today that Nigeria is number so in the most poorest country. And why are we poor? We have all the resources that we could put in use to boost our economy, but we still find ourselves in an unexpected position or place. Why is this so? Because we lack knowledge. We lack knowledge to extent that some rich people, they believe that if they do what is necessary, if they create employment, more employment for people in society, those people will be empowered and they may not be able to be in control or in charge. That is not true. The more resources you utilize to multiply it, the more resources you are able to gain to expand to unlimited position. I'll give you an example. We know most of the politicians, few of them you can point at, few of them that establish so many businesses, few of them. And if you begin to count how many of them we have in the country, there are so many, and the populace are times 100 of them, and they earn almost, let's say almost half, I'm being exaggerated, almost half of the revenue that Nigeria is getting. And they are not putting all those things in place. Even some of the allocation that is meant for each communities are not being shared properly. Those are the reason why we are in where we are. Now, I'm now coming to an individual. If you have somebody who does not have knowledge, who does not share the vision, who does not see what you see in what you are proposing or presenting to him, it's not about whether the person hates you or he likes you. That person does not have the credibility to look at those things and say, yeah, this is a brilliant idea. He doesn't see it. And if you present something that is brilliant, that is, okay, to somebody who does not have the ability or the knowledge to put 1 plus 1 and 2 together, definitely there is no way you'll be able to achieve what you plan or what you see, because you'll be discouraged. And by the time you present to 2 or 3 of them, because remember, you are in middle of those people that lack knowledge, because they don't have the knowledge, you are liable to be pushed back. It's not intentional, but they don't know. But if you are in midst of intelligent people, instead of you having that first experience, you have the positive one, because they will have even see it and say, this is a brilliant idea, why don't you add this, why don't you add this? They will even multiply it for you. That is why knowledge is power. The reason why I'm saying this is because recently I encountered something similar to that, and I could see that these people in question, they don't have knowledge of that proposal. Because they don't have the knowledge, they believe that Nigeria is risky to do that kind of business, whereas they fail to realize that even in underdeveloped states in Nigeria, the state that is not well known, that is not as economy boosted like Lagos, people are doing that kind of business and they are making it. They don't realize that, and they don't think there is need for them to do a research or to do findings. At the end of the day, that business was discouraged, and it was a month after when somebody who had the privilege to talk to somebody who has more knowledge about the business came back and presented what he has achieved. And if I tell you that a lot of them still continue with their ignorance to say he's lying, he's trying to push people into danger. Some people believe that business is risk, but not all business are risky. There are some businesses that when you do a proper study of, you will weigh your chances. If your chances are more than the risk, what you need to do, you go in with an idea of dividing your chances, because you discover you stand a chance, nothing is going to block you along the line, so you can share it into 2 with your idea and push for half. When you push for half, when you see how it's performing, then you complete it, because you will have confirmed that risk free. So now, if we believe that every business is risky, then nobody will move. nobody will move. We will stand still. Why we need to move is because we have to do a proper study. By you doing study of whatever you want to do, you are moving. As you keep moving, it is not until you just bring out cash and invest. By you doing so, definitely you will get to a stage where you will find out if you need to make a final step or not before you have to go into bank and make payment. I'll give you a very simple example. That's why I said the power of knowledge. A couple of friends called me, they showed me something. It's about forex. Okay, before I say this, please, I'm not trying to encourage people that is doing forest, and I'm not trying to discourage people that are trying to start forest. Forex trading is varied. There are so many platforms, but whichever one you love or you think you know or you think that can give you what you want, please do. But I'm only making a reference to what happened about business in general. So now, those guys, they told me, see what we are doing, and it's very profitable. What I will advise you to do, get any amount that you think you won't feel, it won't make you shake. You don't go out of finance. Get any amount. He give me a figure, but he said get any out of those figure and do this thing. I guarantee you will come back and thank me. Even you will give me a gift later. When I heard that, I said, guy, please, I'm doing something presently. I may not be able to do that. The guy said, listen, I love you, I like you, you are my friend, and I want you to be up there. That's example of why I said you have to be in midst of people who has more knowledge. So I don't want to digress too much on that. So now, anybody around you with higher IQ, they will definitely, whenever opportunity comes, they will definitely inform you. That's just it. Anybody who has opportunity and keep it to him or herself is limiting him or herself already. So if somebody is limiting himself or herself, he is limiting people around him. So now, if people are limiting themselves, whatever opportunity is coming to them will never get to you. Why I'm saying that is because people don't go out of their comfort zone to do more research, more investment. Any step you make, before you make the step, you see something, and that thing you see, you have to continue to develop it on your own. You see something, that thing you see, you develop it because somebody started what you saw. When those people started it, you can't see everything they are planning because there's something they are still doing that you can it has not been implemented. Therefore, you cannot see it. So from that one you saw, you have to keep thinking on how you can develop that thing. And when you can develop it, definitely you will be one of the pioneer, because more people must have seen you doing something one way or the other. They will pick copy from you, then they will go. And so by the time everybody is tapping, we are creating another opportunity. Business or any idea is not limited to one person. What we all need to do, when you get an idea, it will come from somewhere. Immediately it comes, you grabbed it, you calculate what and what you want this to build to, then start working on that. When other people see that, nah, this thing this person is trying to do, it make sense, they will try to develop, because at the end of the day, different thinking, different idea, but everything come to the circle of same, because at the end of the day, we are all going to maximize how our revenue will be. No matter what we are doing, is still landed on what are you able to make or achieve. At the end of the day, anything we do is going to be how much have you make, how much can you make, or how much have you spent, and what is going to be the return on investment. So that's how everybody reasons. So you have to be unique in your own way. This person has to be unique in or her own way. That is why competition has to be, because there are so many customers. No matter how big the competitor is, the people, your consumers will not want to believe that person product is more quality than yours, because some people like how you present yourself. Some customer like how you offer them your services. Some customer like you for who you are. And among all these customers, each customer has their preferred person, or let's say their preferred person they deal with. Let me just put it that way. So the idea now is, when we are dealing with people, you should look at those people. What should you gain from them? It's not about cash directly, but indirectly is going to resort to what you gain from them. Any knowledge, any influence, positive influence you gain from them, you are going to utilize it to make more money. That's why no one should make himself or herself useless. Nobody is useless. I believe that. I believe that God created everybody equally. So therefore, everybody is as important as you. Every other person is important as you. So you may not need them for at point A, but you will need them at point D. We are very versatile. Some people can provide solution for you here at the starting point, at the middle point, and the end point. Why some can only be at the end point for you. Some can only provide help at the middle point, while some will start it and finish it. We are gifted in different way, but every single person, every single individual are very productive and useful, whichever way you want to look at it from. So today I just want us to look at it properly and check your surroundings, check people that you are hanging out with. I'm not saying chase all your old friends away. Please don't. You know why? Some will start with you. Along the line, they will be nowhere to be found. But later in life, you fall back to them. Take that thing from me. They start with you, they are nowhere to be found, and later in life, you end up together. Some are like that. Let me give you an example. If you are a president today, before you become president, you are somewhere. You move from one place to the other and you meet people. And being a president, it is not possible that you be a president forever. That's not possible. It is not possible that you be a president forever. So when you leave office, if there's no how you want to do it, the respect will be there. They will honor you, they will respect you for who you are. But just know that they will be available for you, because those are the people that you see more often than the people when you are a president. The people you see, those people you see, they will not be with you. Many of them will have even find their way. That's how life is. So whichever position you are presently, make sure you know that position doesn't last forever. The only thing that lasts forever, let me tell you, your home. How you manage it depend how it's going to last you forever. Why I say forever is till the end day for that individual. That is what I meant by forever. But God says nothing lasts forever, so we all know that. But what will last the individual forever is how you associate with those people. Another example, how can a person believe that because you want to be prosper? Yes, we say look around you, and I will break it again so that people understand, because why I'm saying this is we need to communicate so that each one of you understand at what point we need to associate with this, at what point. See, if you are working in an organization that need you to deliver, please do not hesitate. If it's somebody you don't like his face or her face that can teach you, show you how to make everything successful easily, why don't you make that person your friend? And you should realize that office environment, as long as you are there to work, if you need anybody's support, they will give it to you, because you will do it officially. Please, I want you to please help me with this. This is not clear to me. They will show you. Because they too, if they don't do it for you, if you are not performing, definitely company will not progress. That is that. If it is not a corporate organization, if it's like work where you people do apprentice and the rest of it, anybody that you see that always like to work is not the type that anytime there is work they will go and hide somewhere. There are some people like that, and I will advise them later, but let me just complete this one. There are people like, if any, let's say mechanic, they have been sleeping, oga is praying, let God provide customer that will bring car so that they can make money. But the apprentice that are lazy, immediately they see customer driving, they didn't even know whether, they don't want to know whether the driver driving in is coming for them or is going for Panavita or Rewire or something. You hear some of them, please, I need to go to toilet. Some people do like that. Anytime there is opportunity for them to learn, that is when they are not feeling fine. And let me give you don't only learn when it's about to lose boat, change engine. You can learn from how your boss welcome the customer, how they communicate. There are so many things to learn when you identify somebody who can take you to next level. All those things, if you don't pay attention to it, you will not know. Some people, they don't work with you. They come to just come and pass time with you in your workshop. Anytime they come, you take your time, study them. If they talk today, talk tomorrow, talk next tomorrow, depend on how often they come. Anytime they come, they make sense. It's good to enjoy, to catch fun, but not every time, because sometimes you play and you lose opportunity. So read those people. Like, I remember I have a boss, I won't forget my boss, Chop Dollar. Chop Dollar will tell me, anytime we are to work, we don't talk, we don't encourage visitors that will come and sit down and wasting time. We shouldn't encourage such visitor at work. Till tomorrow I grab that. Then I didn't know that what he was saying, I'm going to value it that much now at this present day. But then I used to, it's like he complains too much. But let me tell you, if you let, every friend is very important. If you let any friend come and sit down with you and waste time every day, almost 3 times in a week, how many work days do you have? Let's say 5 to 6 days, and the person come 3 times in a week. Let me tell you, all you'll be discussing is another person's problem, and you'll be losing so many things. So we need to, each one of us, we love each other, but we should maximize what we benefit each one of us, not to just keep talking. What we are going to talk about is what we benefit every individual, like you and I. What are you going to do for me that will elevate me, and what should I do for you that will do the same for you? Because at the end of the day, all of us have family to feed. They say bond of connection or be conduct. Yes. Now, you have family, I have family. Would you be happy if I say, come and give me money to feed my family? How often would you continue to give me money to feed my family? That's the question. We need to learn as early as possible, because the better we know it, the earlier we know it, the better for us. I'm saying all this because of some people. I'm saying because of everybody, but because of some people, because some people own, like those people that I say, anytime there's job opportunity, they shy away, they try to hide and go and hide somewhere, so they don't want to work. You can't continue like that forever, because time will come when your children will ask you, Dad, what have you done to your life that you make our life being this way? And when your children ask you that kind of thing, will you be happy and will you disown them? So we'll be talking more of this. We are in poverty in our country, in our home, in our society, in our village, not because of anybody, just because we don't know how to manage individual ability. Your friend that is Mr. Doctor, you have to know him for his profession, and any time you need medical this thing, he should be the one. Your family that is an engineer, anytime you have any issue or anybody around you, you should recommend such person. Those are the benefits you need to render. You have to know them for their profession and recognize them and make sure that they can be trusted. They have been tested and trusted. If you have those people, those caliber of people around you, your life will never be the same. I don't want to mention any politician because I have some examples, but this is not the right time. This is not the right time, because anything I say about anybody, because why there are so many people, why I'm talking about politics is because these days in Nigeria, everybody, one thing that unites Nigeria is politics. If you are on their lane, they are your best friend though. But if you are not on their lane, but if you are talking politics now, almost everybody know politics now. Everybody know politics now. So that's why if you want people to really relate with you, you should say something about politics. Say something, no matter how little it is, because that's the language they understand. Just a matter of time. By the time Nigeria become a great country, like we wish to have our country back, everybody will be busy thinking how they are going to be productive, how they are going to provide solution beyond our locality, our country. We'll be thinking of how to be. See, Dangote is known to be African #1 then, and is working hard to be international. They knows him almost most important countries. and his dream is to be number one in the world. That is how everybody should reason. I'm not saying you should be greedy, but when you put the work, you have to do the work without any negative comment, whether it's right or wrong for him. He's the one doing the job. He's putting his money where he thinks he can get profit, and it's working for him. Why can't you and I, stop getting afraid about what will happen? I know if you do your feasibility study properly, nothing bad will happen. You will make cool money. People are making money in every sector. So it is only when you don't know how to do it, you not get it right. So first and foremost, we need to be trained. We need to learn. That's why learning is very critical. If I had more knowledge than I do as I am, I know where I would have been, because I know the people in my family. I know the people. When you are talking about family, relative, like my cousin, my nephew, or my extended family, I will point to you from each of my family. Every one of them are living differently, happily. I'm very happy to God Almighty that I am from that kind of family. Imagine family that nobody have good example to point at. It's nobody's fault. It's not God's fault either. It bounces back to how those people that started their family, those people that laid the foundation of their family, at what level do they stop where the foundation got to, where the foundation stopped. Foundation is about continue building. If they stop the foundation, it will not grow. That's why sometimes education, I always wanted government to make education free, so that when anyone that benefited from education, when they grow, they will be paying back and supporting the upcoming. That's the way it's meant to be, because developed countries still practice that education should be for everybody, because know how those people will be a novice of ignorant of some things that is supposed to be known to everybody. There is no how those people will not know the most simplest thing. Let me tell you, there are some people that cannot read ABC, all the 26 letters. There are some people that cannot read it. Now, how it's not about money. They can get rich if they do other thing necessary that can get them rich. But that's impacting other people's life. If they don't know how to do it, how would they do it? So that education should be basic. It should be the foundation, because like for example now, sometimes I think if I can't afford this kind of school, should I say my children should you just and I have a standard of school, but I'm thinking if government have how they support, at the end of the day they are not doing you a favor like that. It's your country. Whatever they do for you, you are going to impact positively into the country, so that country will be a great country. Good products will be fished out from the country, so that the world will recognize the country as a good country. So there are so many angles to it, like I always say, but that's what I have to say now. We just have to keep saying what we are saying. It's not about everything. Sometimes when the ideas comes, let's share it. Because if we don't make move to change the narrative, to change what we see, when the people, our children comes, they will ask questions, and when they ask, we should be able to tell them, these are what we have been able to push for them, for us as Nigerians. Have a good day.
Doll site on the